Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So we got breaking news regarding the former United States Senator Herb Kohl. He has passed away in his 80s on December 27th at the age, I want to believe, um, around 88. Yes, 88. I guessed correctly. Yes. He passed away at the uh, age of 88. Herb Kohl was a very unusual United States Senator from Wisconsin. Not only did he prosper the Democratic Party, he's pretty much credited to building up the Democratic Party in Wisconsin on in making it a influential party in Wisconsin as it is today. He is also the former Bucks owner and former, as we know, Bucks owner. I'm not from Wisconsin. He is a Milwaukee Bucks, and I'm guessing that's probably a football team. Yes, it's a basketball team. So yeah, he owned this basketball team, Milwaukee Bucks. As we see, if you're from Milwaukee, you would know this. Of course, I'm not from Milwaukee. I've been there once in my life this year. Um, Otherwise, I have never been to Milwaukee other than this year. Barely was in Milwaukee. I believe I was in more of a suburb in Milwaukee, near Delafield. No, not Delafield. What's it called? Brooksfield. Yes. Yeah, you get those two mixed up. But yes, I was near Deerfield, Brooksfield. Uh, when it comes to that. Yes, and he's also one of our Jewish United States senators. So yes, this video is probably going to be long. So I'm not going to rush it. But before we begin, I want to let you guys know in this series we separate from our conservative views and head to the moderate side of our channel to kind of respectively acknowledge every politician, not just conservatives, not just liberals, but both moderates, conservatives, every politician that is respectively known. So we will be honoring Herb Kohl today and paying respect by reviewing his electoral history, as we see here. So going down, you'll see immediately that Herb Kohl was in the United States Senate for a very long time. He was a very popular senator in Wisconsin, and I'll show you that. He was also the Wisconsin chairman of the Wisconsin Democratic Party. That said, he did make a big influential stand with that. But first things first, he was the Democratic nominee in the 1988 election. Herb Kohl. That's where he was first elected into the United States Senate. That said, succeeding William Proxmire, a Democrat. I don't know if he died. Well, he obviously didn't die, I believe, because you'll see Herb Kohl is succeeding the said William Proxmire in a regular election, not a special election in which it could have occurred with his death. As you know here, you'll see that as usual at this time of the 80s, the western Wisconsin, including northern Wisconsin, is very Democratic. It's a Democratic stronghold. Meanwhile, you'll see areas like La Crosse, that's moderately conservative. Green Bay has been a Republican stronghold during this time. It's been going back and forth with the Democratic Party, but even today, it's been more of a conservative hold that Republicans hope to carry on to the future. You'll see, yes, same deal. But the only difference is, as you know, Herb Kohl won a majority of counties in the north, defeating Susan Angelater by 5 points, 4 points, realistically, 4 points. A close election, but Herb Kohl is victorious in that election. So now 1988, In 1994, Herb Kohl wins re-election in the Republican Revolution of 1994. You'll see 1994 has been a great year for Republicans. There's so much they call it the Republican Revolution, seeing that this was their very first time to carry the House and the Senate of the United States since the 1950s. So, but despite this, you would think today, oh, Wisconsin, swing state, right? Well, here's the thing. Wisconsin, although in the 1980s it was more conservative, well, in 1988 was the very first time Wisconsin voted Democratic since 1976. And more so, in 1992, it showed Wisconsin Democrats continuing gaining ground. You'll see Herb Kohl winning by 58% of the popular vote in the state of Wisconsin, easily getting reelected, flipping a majority of counties. You'll see he has dominated western Wisconsin. However, you'll see he has leaving a trail of conservative counties for his opponent, Robert Welch, who only received 40% of the popular vote. So yes, Herb Kohl easily getting reelected. In 2000, he goes for a third term where, let's see here, he does indeed flip more counties. He won Juneau County, which did vote against him in 1994, but he won that county. The county is centered by Milwaukee, more suburban, but they're actually more conservative. Pretty popular. These counties are the strongholds for the Republican Party and where the Republican Party of Wisconsin gets its most votes. Waukesha County, which hosts over 100,000 people today, has a total of 60% Republican. So thank Waukesha County Republicans for your wins. It's probably where it's coming from. Yes, you'll see these counties over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counties going for his opponent, John Gillespie. And he wasn't really well known, well acknowledged, or popular. Very unknown by Wisconsin, although Herb Kohl, considered a star in the state of Wisconsin, easily won by 61%, a record. But his best is going to be in 2006, where he almost reaches 70% of the popular vote, winning every single Wisconsin county. It took him a lot. It took him a lot of work, but he eventually did it in 2006. A blue wave due to the controversial Iraq War and the weapons of mass destruction apparently not found in Iraq, like we were told. This triggered a lot of Americans. It ended up triggering a huge blue wave, the biggest blue wave since the Watergate scandal. I would say this is the Democratic Revolution, if you will. A huge revolt and backlash in regards to Bush's Iraq War. Herb Kohl wins 67% of the popular vote in a federal election, the United States Senate election. You would say, a lot of people would say, oh, yeah, you know Herb Kohl, he's a very popular guy. Well, it's also because of Robert Lorge. Lorge was very unknown. He was the only guy running in this Republican primary, won by 99%. And apparently, Wisconsin Republicans were very fine with it. They didn't seem to care. You'll see the polling has Kohl winning by record numbers. Even University of Wisconsin had Kohl winning by 73% of the popular vote. Of course, he didn't win that much, though, but we knew for sure that, yes, he even flipped Waukesha County. Let's see, Waukesha. I have family that lives in Waukesha County, so I visit it often. So, Waukesha County, yes, 400,000 people. And to show you how strong it is and how beneficial it is for the Republicans, take a look at these numbers. Yes, Trump won almost 60%. However, this year, I believe it did vote for Mr. Michaels in the gubernatorial election by 60%. Yeah, 2012, 66%. Huge total amount of votes, 162,000 for Mitt Romney. But yeah, it didn't seem to matter because Wisconsin Democrats still held on to the West, along with Eau Claire and La Crosse. So I don't want to make this video about Waukesha County, but this is the biggest county, most populous county for Republicans. Well, unless you want to count Green Bay County, which also is pretty popular, but not as marginally hold as Waukesha County. So yes, it took a lot of work for Kohl to win this county. I don't think these are county analysis, but yeah. And of course, Herb Kohl would retire and would not seek re-election in uh, 2012, basically passing the staff to Tammy Baldwin. And honestly, Tammy Baldwin is honestly pretty popular in Wisconsin. You'll see she managed to defeat Tommy Thompson, who was like the Ronald Reagan of Wisconsin. Huge conservative, very big conservative, attempted to run in for the United States Senate, was destroyed. This former governor of Wisconsin, taken down. Not to mention he was the 19th United States Secretary of Health and Human Services under Bush. And I think that's probably why he didn't win. Because, he was a part of the Bush administration, which in 2012, people were still trying to get over that Great Recession and that really bad Iraq war that took place. So, yeah, I think Thompson taking place and supporting Bush through that Iraq war was probably what finished him. 45%. It would have been more closer, but compared to a rookie who was Tammy Baldwin, she would have lost pretty badly if Thompson wasn't a part of the Bush administration. So anyway, that's all in regards to Herb Kohl. Rest in peace, Senator Herb Kohl. You will always be in our memories, in Wisconsin's memories, as they mourn him, who died yesterday. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next political episode.